Hey there guys, I'm SonicGhost, and welcome to another challenge. Today we got ourselves yet another challenge available here in Splatoon 3. But this challenge is special, as this challenge has been hinted at ever since the beginning of the said challenge mode was shown off in Splatoon 3 all the way back in the very beginning of the Sizzle season. So this has been a long awaited challenge for over 2 months. What's the said challenge, you may ask? Well, it is Extreme Jump Battle. Jump power is up! See where it takes you. The rules are simple on this one. With the ability to jump higher than ever, you can explore new attack routes and strategies on the map. Jump power will be greatly increased for all players. Armor durability will be increased after doing a squid spawn, and only primary gear abilities will be enabled. Secondary gear abilities, no effect. So what does this all mean? Well, simply put, think of us now like playing this game with the moon gravity cheat on in a lot of retro games. So now when we jump, we're going to have a much floatier jump, staying in the air for much longer and getting a lot more height. This will allow us to take new routes in a lot of stages, hence why armor durability is increased after you spawn into the said stage, because now you can actually jump into the enemy spawn. That can be terrifying, so you have a little bit more armor time this time around to help negate that said enemy in your base problem. But the hardest thing about this is probably going to just be getting used to the floatier jump. So we're going to start things off by me playing with the said Nautilus and work our way from there with other weapons that can work really well in the said mode. As usual, we're going to be playing our 5 games to get our said challenge power, see where that takes us, and then I'll be playing this on my own after the video is done to see where I stack up in terms of the leaderboard. So let's get things started. Extreme Jump Battle here is one of the most anticipated challenges I feel for Splatoon 3, because this was shown before Sizzle season came out, so this was at the very end of May when we knew that this said challenge mode was coming to the game. This was one of the challenges shown in that said trailer. So let's go ahead and experience this high jump power for ourselves. So jumping right in, things seem pretty normal so far until you jump. We get ourselves, feels like more than double the height, maybe even triple the amount of height we can normally get. So this is going to make things very, very interesting. So we're going to be very careful with our said movement this time around for that reason. And let's just try our best to not be in their sight, because they can jump up here if they wanted to. They can reach. So let's just get them off tower. All right, there's a crab on tower. I'm just going to go ahead and throw my storm out. Jump over here. Try to get at least some of their said shield gone. Get you, that's 2. And jump on said tower here and just take it over. At this point, the high jump power doesn't really matter for me because I'm not going to be moving. With Nautilus, I've noticed that if I do the squid roll, I can actually jump higher than if I do a normal jump without the roll, per se, with my charge. So, with a weapon like this, there's more strategy to how you jump now, which is a weird sentence to say. There's strategy to how you jump, but that's what this mode lets you do. It's a really interesting mode, and honestly, a really good change of pace. I mean, look at that! That guy just squid rolled up here, or squid surge, I should say. He squid surged up the wall right next to this ledge and got into our spawn area very, very easily. So that's a thing you would never do normally. But in this mode, anything's possible. And I'm gonna touch tower really quick. Get this guy out of here. Oh, I was out of my charge. That's unfortunate. Clash didn't get me. The other Clash did. Kind of the same thing when you think about it. Jump back in. Now, since we only have primary gear abilities enabled, I am a little weaker right now with Nautilus, because I do have a build that's more focused around run speed than swim speed. But with the nature of the jump, I figured run speed would probably be a little more beneficial right now for me as a Nautilus in comparison to swim, because I'm not going to be in my ink all that often swimming around. I'm going to be in the air jumping. So run speed might actually be a little more beneficial, but because this is only using primaries, you got to keep that in mind when you're building out very specific gear. If you have very specific things on your gear that's more beneficial than your primaries, well, I'm sorry to say, but that's not going to work for this mode. So just pick the thing in general you want to use. Maybe this time the style matters more than the actual perk, because now you don't have to worry about sub abilities. I gotta be careful here of you, because this guy has more power. Squiffers are deadly in this mode. And jump over here, be very careful, get Dooley out of the way, jump on the tower and throw this. So far, we're doing pretty good. We're making that good push. I do see the Swiffer there again. He sees me, but that's not really a problem. If we can take lead here, there you go. Now, we can at least say we're winning the game. My teammate, I see you fighting that clash. That's unfortunate. Couldn't survive. I'll throw this over the ledge and jump on the ledge because I can do that now. I love being up here. It's just really fun. Oh boy, watch out for Trizuka. It's a good thing I was ready to jump behind the wall because it could have killed me if it hit me. There's a second one. Gonna get back over into this area here. Unfortunately, they just took the lead themselves. All right, that one clash is just about gone. Do see a bomb here, so someone flanked. And they're gone now, because that was their dually. All right, come on, I see you. All right, just be careful. I gotta charge up at least some shot. Threaten him. Get tower. Good. All right, so far this is very back and forth. They might have got the lead, but it's only by, what is that, a little over 20 points? So we can take it back. It's just gonna take a little more time to do so now. We gotta pretty much get through that next checkpoint. And a little bit past it, ideally. Get you out of here. Dually gone. I noticed, like, specific weapons in this aren't as ideal to play. And to me, short-range weapons are kind of a big problem in this one. I would say dualies, a little bit harder to use, depending on the dually type. So that's one weapon I'm probably not going to want to play for this. Same for any kind of like rollers or even certain brushes. Like any short range weapon that you have to be up close and personal, it's going to be much harder to use in the said mode. But longer range weapons, especially weapons that have better accuracy when you jump, I think those have been the weapons a lot of people have been gravitating towards because they are very, very strong, but also very versatile with this high jump ability. But we're almost at the end of the game. 10 seconds. They're on tower. We need to touch it right now if we want overtime. And I don't think we'll have the chance because none of us are near tower. So that is game. We have lost. Excuse me. We may have lost our first game. But it was close. In fact, we almost took it back there near the end. So very back and forth. I am perfectly fine with the said game. So now I'm going to change up my weapon as I just wanted to at least start the first game here using a weapon I'm comfortable with. That way we can show off how the mode works. But now it's time to experiment. As in this mode, because of our jumping so much higher, there are a multitude of different weapons that can be really fun to play with this high jump on. So let's go ahead and change things up. First things first, I'm going to try one of the weirder picks. Which, actually, I don't even know where it is, so I might as well just filter things out this way. Dynamo Roller! Hear me out. This weapon may not sound like a good idea on paper, but because of its fling reaching so far out there, what we can do is we can do a horizontal right before we jump, and with the extra jump power in this mode, we can cover a lot of ground, so we can just cover things with a great jump, like just get a whole surface area. So I'm gonna see how well this works out. Going back over the Museum di Alfonsino, let's go ahead and see how the dynamo works. So far, pretty similar set of weapons compared to the last time, if I gotta be honest, on the other side. See if my team does any booyah back. Nope, okay. We don't have the fun squad. I'm just poking them at this point with some of the verticals. Because right now, it doesn't really matter if I do horizontal or vertical. Might as well just do the one fling that'll reach a little bit more. Okay, they're on it. It's just not really a problem right now. We just began the game, so. Do you see that? There's someone over here. Oh, it's their E-leader. Makes sense. Crap. I was gonna put down my drink. I wanted to wait until I got on tower to put down the Tacticooler, but I didn't have a chance because Amy snuck up. A lot of Clash Blasters right now, I'm noticing. I mean, Clash Blaster is kind of like a popular pick, I noticed, during these challenges when there's tower control active. This happened a lot during the two-mate right Duke challenge. Wow, I did not see that bomb at all. I tunnel visioned. It happens. Alright, let's jump back in. Got a teammate using Zip Cast, which is really fun in this mode too, due to just the higher jump. You can just get a lot of momentum with that thing. That, I don't know how, didn't kill the Tri-Slosher. That was pretty much a direct shot. That was a Dynamo rolling, if I ever said so myself. Dynamo has like a weird hitbox in this game. Because when you do the fling, sometimes it hits like all your target, and sometimes it doesn't. It's really inconsistent, and there's no reason as to why that should be the case, because that wasn't really like that in Splatoon 1 and Splatoon 2. Just something in this game. It has even more of a like weird shot radius. I'm gonna throw the Tacticooler apparently here. Well, we gotta make sure they don't take the tower back to that said location, because then that thing will go away. Alright, I got hit by wave, which is unfortunate, but you know what? It's fine. I got my drink. Got it out to my teammates, so that's fine. Oh, crap. Why did he have to jump when I jumped? That guy legitimately got me killed because he didn't have stealth jump on. Thanks, dude. You gotta love when your teammates just show where you're going just because they don't have a specific perk you have, so... Oops. I got you. Is there anyone else around here? No, there was. Thought I heard someone else behind me, and I was right. Careful there. I'm gonna put Sprinkler on the edge of this. Alright, let's just do this. Give you a drink. Alright, that's unfortunate, but that's fine. I heard another Tacticooler. So, our Tri-Slosher got one out, which is probably for the best. Alright, coming down. Careful. There you go, got him. Unfortunately, Flash shoots way faster than a Dynamo Fling, so I'm not surprised that took me out. I'm having a rough time with Dynamo. Not surprised. One of the hardest weapons really to use in the game. And unfortunately, it's not because it's a hard weapon to use when it comes to, like, certain factors. Like, it's slow, but powerful. So it would make it hard, and that's not wrong. That is a true statement. But the weapon also has a lot of problems in this game, so it also makes it hard to use, too. Just grab me a drink. Gotta move. Unfortunate. Got killed, but I have my own drink ready, so I can just jump right back in. We can push it past the 69 barrier, please. As much as we like the funny meme number, we have to move. Hello. Where is the yard? Yeah. I'm just gonna roll in. Ah, man, I was hoping. I had to do the funny roll in. I had Tactical. That's the whole reason why I didn't care. I had to just try once. At this point, we're just using these things as a shield. It worked. Alright, do squid roll up here. Now I'm back up. Get off. Jump back. That's pretty good. We got more of a push in. 32 is a pretty good score. Jumping back in. I don't think I'll be able to get a fling out in time. Yep, sure enough. I'm Dynamo. It goes slow, but that guy was nowhere near me anyways. So far we're doing pretty good. Jump back into mid here. Oh, crap. This is going to be bad. Oh, how did I not die? That's shocking. Put this down and get away. Careful there, because they are moving in. I need to get up. Nice. I'm gonna... Okay, don't jump the tower just yet. Now do it. Alright, we have control of tower right now, so this is fine. I'm just gonna touch it just to make sure we win. And sure enough, we just took that back in the last minute. If we didn't take it back, we would have been screwed. But we did it. We won our first game. And with Dynamo of all things. The funny roller meme. Let's go. I don't really care for this weapon all that much, but in this mode, it's really interesting to use because of that big fling. So using a horizontal before you jump, man, that is powerful. Too bad sometimes the shots don't fully connect with your target. That's just a Dynamo problem, but it's still fun. Any other roller would have the same kind of ability to it. Like maybe Big Swig would also be interesting to use for the same reason, but Dynamo's more powerful is why I also chose this. Now for another weapon to pick. The Jet Squelcher. This thing is interesting because of just how it is very, well, powerful for one, because it got indirect buff this season between the angle shooter getting more damage to it and now also the Ink Vac having a much bigger shot radius. So this is one buff, for example. 40 damage now to my dart means I can just two-shot things. So instead of shooting things 4 times, I just throw the angle shooter, shoot twice, my opponent's dead. And Ink Vac has a giant explosion radius. I probably won't have time to even use the Ink Vac here, sure enough, because battle time. But now it's either, like, what was it, 25% or even up to 50% larger, just depending on how much you suck into your Ink Vac at the time. So it is a massive shot explosion. And we're going to use that to our advantage anytime we get to that said level. But let's jump in. So this time around, I have myself Intensify Action on my shirt, because now when I jump, I want to have a lot more accuracy. Jet Squelcher does lose a lot of accuracy when it jumps, so having something on to help with that is a very helpful thing. Right, come on, you're like one shot away. Unfortunately, he's pretty much all back up. I'm going to go over here and take care of this. Yep, we're good. Can help on said tower. Oh, get away from that. I marked him. I mean, oh, come on. I was going to say, I mean, that's good. Now I can get on the tower and use my back. Here comes the charger. There's 2 chargers specifically, too, so I might not want to rush in too much. These guys aren't playing the mode for jumping. They're just playing it for tower control, because they are both pretty much optimized for tower control. If I can paint a little bit, then we'll be ready to use our set back. Getting a little bit of passive special charge because we had the tower at one point. Oh man, that guy unfortunately just got drop-offs for days on me, because no way that Neo Splash hit me directly at all. I'm jumping in. I have stealth jumps. Hopefully I won't be noticed, but my teammate died, so that's probably a no. I am noticed. I get away. Oh, roller behind me. That's fair. I did see the guy go away somewhere. I just wasn't really tracking Flings as much. I was just tracking Neo Splash. Anyway, at least we got some push, so now we're actually on the board. Alright, throw you. Careful there. Keep on painting a little bit. Jump up here. Get the high ground for now. They may have good jump, but at the same time, if you keep the high ground, it won't matter. I say that as I die, so, you know, maybe it still matters. That Neo Splash has been a real big threat, because every time I turn around, it's the Neo Splash specifically that's been the problem. Get rid of you. Touch tower. Get you out of here. I do see you, dude. You're not getting away. I had a feeling you were gonna roll, because you had drop roll. Man, every time it's been a charger that gets me. Every time I want to get ready to go on the tower to use my vac, man. Vac has been hard for me to even use right now, but I will use it, I swear. Alright, I gotta paint, because again, I want that vacuum. I jump up here, be very careful. Alright, now I can do it. Get on tower. No, you don't. You trying to shoot me? I will suck up your ink and shoot it back at you. Like that. At this point, I'm more or less doing that just for a threat. Okay, good. He's down. I'm gonna try to climb up here a little bit. Man, you couldn't activate that vacuum sooner, dude. 'Cause I needed it. I really did. I jump down here to our Swiffer. Swiffer's in a good spot. I squid roll so I can make this a jump. Get on tower. Careful there. We got lead, so that's good. Careful. I think this guy is going to, yeah, I was gonna say, he's gonna have the advantage there. I can't really get a good shot, but Splash can. Splash is a perfect aim weapon when you jump, so he does have the advantage anytime he jumps to shoot, which also that weapon is probably good for this mode too, just because of that very specific aiming thing. I got the charger that's in mid. Now it's just that ZF charger out there somewhere. See you. Get away. Gotta be careful there because I almost did fight it. Right now. Oh, this could be a problem. Yeah, that was a problem. I threw a little bit closer than I was expecting. I hoped I was able to get away. I don't know why I thought that. It's definitely not a good idea. Get ready here. Throw the dart. Ah, crap. Charger's right on our little, like, spindle in the center area there on base. But we got it. That's good. So push that tower back. Now they have it again. I didn't mean to go down here, but that's fine. I can do this. Keep it going. This is really bad. Because there's not much room for us to move. Now they got lead. And they're pushing in for the KO. If we don't take them out now, they will get it. And they're putting ink strikes on towers. So this is really concerning. And there it is. I had a feeling. When I saw the tower engulfed in ink strikes, it's like, there's no way we can get back on the tower. So that is unfortunate. That is a KO, which means we don't really get much of anything out of the battle. But you know what? It was close. We almost KO'd it at one point, so it was a pretty good game all around. Now, as we saw there, Jet Squelcher is a good pick for this because of the longer range for the said gun. It's the longest shooter range in the game. So when you're jumping and shooting, you can hit things for days. But unfortunately for me, it was a little hard to do that. Especially when I had 2 chargers. So this was a bad game to really demonstrate how well Jet Squelcher can work in this. Because every time I turned around, I got sniped. If it wasn't a sniper, it was the splash. So speaking of sniping, now I want to use the classic Squiffer on my own. Because this kind of weapon, it'd be fun. Now, in terms of my gear set, I'm going to go with this. So I have some run speed and swim speed. This will allow me to move around pretty effectively. But the 2 different snipers I think that can be really good for this mode, is the classic Squiffer and the Bamboozler. But I would think classic Squiffer would be better because when you jump, you can charge pretty fast in the air, just as fast as you can on the ground. Bamboo can also do the same thing. Unlike Bamboo, though, the Squiffer can actually kill someone. Like, the Bamboozler takes a long time to kill, but if you get a direct shot with the Squiffer, you can kill someone with it. So, I prefer to use this. And they had the same idea. I've been seeing a lot of Tri-Sloshers and Swiffers today. So, let's just do it. We have an Explosher. That's a first. I haven't seen an Explosher yet in any of these games. I played some of this last night. I actually streamed this said mode. And at this time, the stream should be up on my Stream Archive channel, so I'll link to the said stream at the end of the video with like the whole end card thing, so you can see it if you want to go ahead and check that out yourself. But it's pretty much the same experience as what this was, but even more experimentation. Man, my team's getting wrecked there in mid. Not great. They moving in? Yeah, a little bit. Careful there. I'm going to do a squid roll so I can get my armor. And unfortunately, I was right in front of a Tri-Slosher, so that's just bad. Can't really do anything on that front. Man, this guy is really wrecking us. Yeah, he's just in our base. That's really bad. Come on. Oh, come on. Dude, this guy won't leave. He's like an annoying gnat. He's like, leave. Go away. Shoot. Well, this is a GG game. Yeah, sure enough. We just lost immediately. Wow, that was horrible. I mean, I at least got the shell Squiffer for like 5 seconds, so, yeah, one more game left, and I honestly don't want to finish with Squiffer, so, as much as I hate the swap right away, I will be doing that, but you get the idea with a weapon like this. Because you can charge in the air, you can get a pretty good shot out, but I'm not great with snipers, as demonstrated. Didn't help I had a horrible team, like, I'm not gonna lie, that comp was not good. It's like, Explosher, really? In this mode? Good luck, buddy. And we got wiped out multiple times, so it really showed. Not great to use here. Last weapon I'm going to be using is the Octobrush, because I want to use a weapon here that can take advantage of the Zipcaster special. And I think out of all the weapons, Octobrush will probably be the best one to use with it, and also it has some pretty good drop-off shots when you jump. So this should be a versatile weapon for it. Yeah, look at that. Yeah, that, I'm not surprised the air team just, like, slaughtered us. Like, the best killing weapons we had for this kind of mode was the Clash Blaster, and it showed because I got 4 kills. And probably 52 as well, but they didn't really do all that great. Explosion did better, which I'm a little shocked about. The reason why I'm like, to Explosion is it takes a very long time to swing. And if you're going to be jumping around this mode, you know, the point of it, you're not going to have much time to refill your ink. So it'll make it harder to use. Why are so many chargers? Has so many. People just want to get those charge shots in the air, I guess. Because, man, a lot of chargers today. Well, that's a slaughter. All right, let me just get some ink here. I want to use Zip. I'm gonna sneak into their base because they can't really see me until this happens, but that's fine. So I'm gonna do this. Hello, sir. That's what I love being able to do with Zip. I could just come into their base, wreck house, leave. It's so fun. And with how much extra height you get because of the jump being increased in this said challenge, you can go to the moon and there's nothing they can do to shoot you up there. Unless they're a long-range gun, they are just gonna have to deal with it. I can take one of these. Now I have a drink. Oh my god, I couldn't jump on the tower. I got pushed off because it was moving. Luckily, there's another soda right here. Oh crap. Well, on the plus side, I got my soda. So if I die, I can at least, you know, come right back. Okay, I'm gonna do this. Yeah, that's right. The Squid Surge is useful! The one time, alright? Squid Surge is never useful in this game because there's never any great moment to use it. But in that case, I get way more height than normal. So I can use that to just go sky high and they can't reach me. It's so cool. And I'm gonna use this. I'm just gonna jump over here. The only problem I'm noticing with Zipcaster when doing the extreme jump battle stuff is you use a lot more of your ink with the said Zipcast, just because you're flying around a lot more. You're encouraged to fly around a lot more because of just how versatile it is, but by doing so, obviously, the timer gets ran out much faster, and yeah, you're done with it. Hi. Hi. Love doing that. Hi. Just distracting them. It works every time. All right, I'm gonna get back on tower at this point. Someone's gotta be on it. All right, there you go. We got a shield, so that's gonna be GG's. Nice. That weapon's so fun to use in extreme jump battle. Just that extra high jump you can get with the Octobrush's Zipcast is just so fun. And then just raining down paint from above. It's so good, man. This mode's a lot of fun. I just wish it wasn't available in 2-hour chunks for 6 hours in total. I really wish this was just a normal mode, because it's so fun. To be fair, I can say that about every single challenge in this game, so nothing new. But now that's 5 games, so what is our said power at the end? 1743. That ain't bad. That's more power than I had last night when I was playing this for friends, so I'll take it. I notice anytime I play this solo queue, my power is way higher, even if I lose almost every game. It's something either to do with like the skill ceiling difference, or just the nature of playing with more people. The challenge powers are higher up to get on those said leaderboards, because you can coordinate, so higher challenge powers are more like towards the teams, if that makes sense. Like if you're in a squad, I guess like if you're in top 50, the higher challenge power to get in that area could be like 1800 or something, compared to here where we got like a 1660 in a squad, which normally I would feel like if you're by yourself could be top 50, but not the case. So I do notice the climb to get on these leaderboards is much harder if you're playing with a squad, which you would think would be easier, but because a lot of other people are doing the same thing, coordinating using voice, whether it be on something like Discord or your, I guess Nintendo's funny mobile app on the phone. I don't recommend that one, but and you can do it. So that's probably why the powers are like much different in scaling, which would make sense. But that was the Extreme Jump Battle Challenge. A lot of fun. You get a lot of airtime in this one, so there's definitely a lot of interesting plays to be had, especially with weapons that don't normally really get to see much time in the sun, like Squiffer, for example, Dynamo Roller, Octobrush. Like, there's a lot of different weapons I feel are really good in this mode that wouldn't normally be as good as they are in other modes in Splatoon. So this was a lot of fun. Hopefully you had a chance to try out the said challenge when it was available. It will be making a return later here in August, so hopefully if you didn't get to play it now, it will be available near the end of the month. And I would say if you haven't played this one, definitely check it out when it's back in the rotation later in August. But with that said, that's going to do it for this video. Thank you guys for watching, hope you enjoyed, and I'll see you guys next time.